for vodka, she gives me water. I get better with the more vodka I drink.
This is cheaper.
Too early, like the song says, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. But Europe, Central Asia, and the Middle East, what a good ally we have in Turkey. Against all the pressures Turkey has internally to say no to the United States, the Turkish people are with us, and the Turkish government is with us. It's not a popular position for Turkey to take. It comes at great risk to the government, and the people say, why help this fickle country, the United States? One day they'll be with us, one day they'll be against us. So we've got to make sure that everyone knows, 435 members, you have a lot of work ahead of you. I have a lot of work ahead of me. We are not done. We have only just begun. So I provided to the members of our committee classified information that I'm not going to go into today of how critical a role Turkey has played in our war in Afghanistan and in our war in Iraq, and how general after general after general of the United States Armed Forces has said, this resolution, this Armenian resolution, were it to pass, and you know Turkey recalled its ambassador after the vote. That's how important it is to them. Brand new ambassador. And the Turkish government said, come back home, as a show of protest. So we gave the committee members valuable classified information about what our U.S. military says regarding the critical role that Turkey plays as we fight against extremism, as we fight against terrorism, and how we cannot do anything that will in any way hurt that strong relationship. This is an extremely sensitive time for the U.S. efforts in both Europe and the Middle East. And I believe that it is necessary for my congressional colleagues to be fully informed on the potential for unintended consequences that would be associated with the passage of this resolution. Consequences which could place at risk critical U.S. security interests, our operations in Afghanistan and in Iraq, and our troops that are serving every day in harm's way. Let's give a hand to our troops for what they are. Now, consideration of this resolution by the full House, 435 members, would only serve to weaken the alliance between our nations. An alliance which is helping us in combating extremism, in combating insurgent forces in Iraq and in Afghanistan, and the terrorists who threaten to attack our citizens here at home. Do not think for a moment that 9/11 was an isolated incident, never to be repeated again. We wish that it were so. We have to remain vigilant every day. And Turkey has been a valuable player and an esteemed and admirable partner in non-proliferation efforts in the region. It is an active member in what is called the Proliferation Security Initiative, PSI. It has intercepted, stopped several shipments of arms from Iran that were en route to extremist organizations in Syria and Gaza. Were it not for Turkey's help, those illegal transfers of arms would have gone to arch enemies of the United States, Syria and Iran. And as you know, they are the state sponsors of Hamas and Hezbollah, Ahmadinejad and Assad. Ahmadinejad in Iran, Assad in Syria, no friends of the United States. Turkey, at great risk to itself, intercepted those arms to make sure that they would not go to those insurgent groups. And as you know, in 2008, not too long ago, the United States government decided to increase our support to the Turkish military. Because what is the Turkish military confronting? Well, they're confronting the internationally recognized terrorist group, the PKK, the Kurdistan Workers' Party. And Turkey said, U.S. military, we need help. And for us to give arms, for us to give military training or any kind of help of this nature in a volatile region like the place where Turkey is, it means that that country and those people and that government are allies of ours. We do not have